Guys, welcome to today's YouTube video. And in today's YouTube video, not today's YouTube video, but in this YouTube video, it is a Wixo YouTube video. And I want to say something special about this episode. And it's not Wixo, I meant alternate future of the world. But something special is happening here. Anyways, let's get straight on to the scenario. So, there is a special thing that I've been hyped about to tell you all. And I'm going to show you the special thing. But before I do, I just want to say, at this point, I am the president of the USA. Because remember, I have something on me that will make me live way longer. I'm planning that it makes you actually live about 1,000,000 years. Yeah, pretty long. But yeah, I'm gonna show you it in you know what? Let me just show you in a cooler way. 3, 2, 1. Or in another way, you can have 3. Oops, hold up. In another way, you can do 3, 2, 1. All of NATO has united. Remember in the last episode, if you saw the cinematic cutscene, you know that when I turned president, I was still stressed about stuff. And I thought that when we would unite all of NATO, that stress would go away. And it did. It did go away. And now, the whole entire NATO, most of Europe, most of North America have united. And those won't be the only countries uniting. Because I will show more uniting. However, this country is called the United States of the World. But there is stuff that would happen over South America over the years that I did not talk about. Number 1, the Caribbean. And did I say South America? I meant Central America and the Caribbean. And what would happen most likely is the U.S. would have the Bahamas, or now known as the United States of the World. Haiti would probably be so broke that the Dominican Republic would have to annex them. Puerto Rico would be Puerto Rico, and these islands would probably all be taken by, the Dominican Republic, which at this point is just Dominica. It is still a republic, it's just called by a different name now. And that's the Caribbean. Number 2, Central America. And there will be 3 parts to this. So, in Central America, these countries can't all unite because of differences of, which alliance they join, stuff. But now it's time to show you what it would probably look like now. The Panama and, Costa Rica are both protected by the U.S., so they probably would be a part of the U.S. by now. It just makes more sense. Also, Cuba is a part of the U.S. I forgot to mention that. And with China's downfall and collapse, Nicaragua, since that was pretty recent, won't have a bunch of changes. But the first thing that is changed is Nicaragua's land. Because they probably got the northern areas annexed by this country in Central America, which I forgot its name. El Salvador right here would stay at it as its current land. And Guatemala probably would unite with Mexico earlier on before all of the U.S. stuff happened. And now the United States of the world. Which would mean technically that they are a part of the United States of the world. As most likely, they would also get land taken out of them. Mexico and not El Salvador. Guatemala would probably become two separate nations again, but they would be extremely weakened and they would probably join NATO. Well, they'd be forced into NATO probably. And lastly, this country, which actually just had a change. They're at war with a country. And it is the United States of the world. And the United States of the world at this point is just going to be this color. Anyways, it's now time to show all of the countries in these countries. So, you may be wondering, what is the part 3? Part 3 is the invasions. You may be like, but invasions were already shown. But they won't see the actual war going on. Yeah, you're right. But this third one is actually not just because the United States of the world declared war on them. They also declared war on Dominica and its islands and El Salvador. Now, I do want to show the war, but they attack them. And they take over all of these countries, which makes Dominica relatively mad. So, they invade onto Cuba, taking the whole entire island. They get Puerto Rico. They go straight on Florida. They climb up the United States of the world. It's looking like the United States of the world is collapsing. However, the United States of the world cannot handle it anymore. The capital is taken by Dominica. So, it seems like they're about to... Anyways, let's look at the peace treaty. Okay, so the U.S. and, this country right here, I forgot their name, actually invade Nicaragua. And I didn't mean to do that, but that would be the outcome. But the actual war of fighting would actually just be this. Yeah, it's boring. You do not want to see it. Anyways, the peace treaty, I don't even need to really show the peace treaty. You already know what the peace treaty looks like. And the peace treaty is not good for those two countries. Yeah, basically what I'm implicating is the US would just straight up attack them right after that and win. Well, the United States of the world. Anyways, the United States of the world has conquered all of North America, almost all of Europe, and some areas in Asia, like right here, for example. Anyways, something is happening with Mongolia. What's happening? Well, the old Chinese government is fleeing to Mongolia. You heard that right. So, the old Mongolian government just fled. Well, they fled over here. And it's been a couple years now. So, the first the first thing that this new government is going to attempt. Let's look at this peace treaty. The time is 2121, and the peace treaty of that war is this. Yeah, I think you can tell who they attacked. They obviously attacked India. No, I'm just joking. You know, if you do not know how? It's literally shown right here. How would you not know? Was there a border here before? Yes, there was. Anyways, at this point, the United States of the world is way stronger than any country. And they have at this point made a portal gun. And in this portal gun, there is no time limit. Unless the battery of the portal gun dies. Yeah, there's a battery for the portal gun. It's not an actual toy. It's actually a real working portal gun. Like, if I showed it in my room right now, currently, and imagine time travel was possible at this time. And I was able to and this president, the president of the United States of the world, aka me at this point, time travels back, and they don't actually have time travel, and I bring up my portal gun. If I launched a portal on the ceiling and one right below the area of the portal, I would be doing the infinite fall. And also, if you're mid-air because of the portal, well, it won't actually hurt you when you land on the ground. Because the portal also has a safety feature. Once you fall on the ground, there will be a portal there not a portal there, but there will be something that would be safe to land on. And I suggested doing a portal gun at a trampoline park. That would actually be so fun. But anyways, yeah. They use the portal gun, actually, as a weapon. You want to know why? They use the portal gun. If an enemy goes into into the portal gun. Midway through, they close the portal. And then the soldier is gone. And also, if you just put one portal there, it will not lead anywhere. It will just show, it will lead somewhere, but it will just be the same as walking in a direction. Yeah. So if you put one portal on a trampoline, you just simply knock into the trampoline, you just get hurt. And that's if you don't put another portal. Anyways, enough talking about portal guns. Actually, yeah, we will talk about one more thing for a portal gun. Because someone uses the portal gun in an oddly specific way. They see the moon out. They shoot the portal gun at the moon. And they're wearing a spacesuit. So they enter the moon because they put the other portal right next to them. And they deactivate the portal. Very crazy, huh? Well, then they find another spot on the world that they can see. They go there with the portal gun and they get locked up because, yeah. And thousands of people do that every day to get to work. Yeah, thousands of people have portal guns. And thousands of people would be it if there was a country that only had, and by thousands of people, I mean 2,000, 3,000 people. And that would be in a country that has 4,000 people. Yeah, more than half of a population of a country has portal guns. And the portal guns aren't expensive either. The portal guns cost as much as a regular gun. Anyways, back to what happened when he was in prison, and this is in this series. He did something that no one ever tried. Usually they'd set 2 portals. However, this man set 3 portals down. How did he do that? He had 2 portal guns. So he placed down them, wondering what would happen. However, he placed down 2 in the same space. One, and both of those 2 are from different portal guns. And what did the man do? Once he entered that portal, something happened about his body. His body started to mutate. And it started to not even look human anymore. He had sharp claws. And that place had to be shut down. That prison had to be shut down. And it was turned into a spaceship. That's a box. But that became a laboratory. So they could test on it and try to make different copies of it. Because that thing only died in just 2 days. The crazy part, they had the metal thing on it. They had the metal thing on their head. So who knows how long a regular human without the thing would last. Also, by the way, this will be the last thing that I'm talking about for this episode. But we also gotta see how much what the country status of having the yellow, having the thing in their head is. Oh my gosh. All of Asia, a lot of Africa, all of North America, all of Europe, almost half of South America, all of Oceania. A lot of people have done this now. So they could live for a very long time. And the next thing that's gonna happen. I know I said that was the last thing, and I'm basically lying to you now, but I'm sorry, okay? This is the actual last thing. And that is a union between two countries. These two countries have not been invaded by Brazil. They are in South America, and by that point, you already know who the two countries are. So, if you don't know the countries' names, I'll say them for you. Chile and Argentina, which are these two countries. This is Chile, this is Argentina. And if you do not know these countries' names, why are you watching these videos? Are you expecting for me to say every single country's name? I mean, maybe, but there is actual countries that have literally been taken over already. This isn't an actual accurate map of the world right now. Go watch Ada's Pro. He, in all of his videos, if you watch every single one, you might actually find out what every single country's name is. So just, if you watch my YouTube my geography videos for this, and I mean these scenario videos for it, just stop watching them. Anyways, I'll see y'all in the next video. My mech is done. I can finally attack Brazil. I think I should go downstairs. Let me go in. Hey, wait. Is that future me? Yes, it's future you. Well, I just got done with my Wixovit. No! You did not! End credit scene. Say it? Or no? Okay, put the G1 down. Okay, I'll show it. I'll show it. Okay, guys. Let me just report the event that just happened. My future self has gone insane. He literally made a mech to destroy Brazil. And yeah, I guess I'm reporting this, but yeah. Anyways, I'll have to see y'all in the next video. Make sure you watch it, because I don't know what would happen if the future Jackson would. I don't know what he would say if you guys that are watching this didn't want watch the next video, because well, he's literally me from the future. He probably still wants YouTube. He's probably still making YouTube videos even though he's the president. Probably few, but he probably is still. Anyways, I'll see y'all in the next episode, guys. Anyways, bye.